Hey everybody, welcome back to my podcast, Wine Therapy. I had a video go viral on my TikTok, and actually a few of them recently have gone viral on TikTok, which is awesome. But I'm actually really upset about the ones that are going viral because it means that a lot of you relate to the topic of being cheated on and how damaging this can be. And one of the videos that I had go viral was like, I got tested for like a full screening for STDs, STIs, everything, just because I had found out my boyfriend was cheating on me. If you're new here, God, I'm gonna have to open every episode with that now, or am I? Well, if you're new here, I was cheated on, so I was at the doctor's, and I just like made a quick video of like how it sucks to have to get tested when like it's your own boyfriend who could have given you something. And so many people commented like, been there, been there, been there. Like the top comment that makes me so upset to see was like, been there and I stayed. And I'm like, wait, what? Like this happened on another um viral video that I had about how disgusting it feels to like get cheated on. It was a clip from another podcast episode that I had, the breakup part two, he cheated. And I couldn't believe another one of the top comments was like, it's so sad because I stayed. This felt like a culture shock to me. In my brain, so for context, if you haven't watched any previous episodes about my breakup, my boyfriend, ex-boyfriend now, he was cheating on me our entire relationship. I had an inkling about it, and right when I was about to catch him, he broke up with me, saying that I just like deserve better and like blah blah. And I was like, what? I'm like, I was thinking about it, but like, why are you thinking about it? Then a couple weeks later, I find out he was actually cheating on me the whole time, and that's actually why he broke up with me. So I didn't even have to like break up with him when I found out. We were already broken up. But I can't imagine staying with somebody who cheated on me. To me, that is like unfathomable. How could you do that? Like, get up, have some self respect. So, the topic that I wanted to talk about tonight is okay, I just got cheated on. Now what? Um, this is targeted to a specific audience who listens, who maybe needs the encouragement or the gentle shove of getting out of this horrible relationship where maybe your boyfriend or your partner cheated on you. And I have a lot of thoughts on this. So let's just dive right into it. Most likely, if you were cheated on, it's really easy to start thinking about immediately like, okay, well, I've been with him for 4 years. Like, this is just a hiccup, or it's fine because now he learned that like he wants to be with me. Like, now he's doing everything right. First of all, no man should have to cheat on you to realize your value and realize that they actually want to keep you around. That is the most pathetic excuse I've ever heard. And if you fall for that, like, open up your eyes. You have rose colored glasses on. It's so bad. Like, open up your eyes. It's so bad. Or maybe you're feeling like you're not going to find anything better than what you have with this guy. But in my opinion, I'd rather be by myself than with somebody who's cheated on me. That is the most disrespectful thing you could do to a person. So if you're sitting there thinking like, oh, well, I'm not going to find better, that's you settling. That's because you don't, sorry, this is so harsh, but like you don't love yourself, that you're not comfortable just being by yourself, that you still feel like you need somebody. It's like, okay, well, if I don't have him, like I need to find better. It's like, no, just be comfortable with being by yourself after that. You don't need to find better right away. Just have the self respect and love yourself enough to know I don't deserve whatever the fuck that is. Um, and get the fuck out of that relationship. That's not okay. I also think it's sad how normalized cheating is in this generation, if you will. I remember my ex boyfriend, he would always bring up cheating. He said he's been cheated on, which is fucking bullshit. Yeah, like he's going around telling people I cheated on him now because he can't hold himself accountable for cheating on me. So now I know that every time he's told me he's been cheated on in a past relationship, I think he's just been cheating on all of his girlfriends and then like making it sound like, oh, well, I got cheated on. Like, no, you're doing that to me now too. Like, I didn't cheat on you. I always would bring up cheating in our relationship. And I found it weird because to me, like, cheating isn't in my vocabulary. Like, it's not something I'm surrounded by. It's something that seems just so far away from me that I don't even consider it in my life or like honestly anyone's life. Like, I don't normally go straight to that thinking, oh, you're being cheated on or like whatever. It just baffled me how much he brought it up because I'm like, that's not even like in my vocab. Like, why are we talking about that? Like, that's so disgusting and like morally wrong that like I just never even like thought of it really. But because it's so normalized to so many people, I think when we stay, we don't realize that we're actually feeding into the normalization of cheating from men. If we stay because, oh, well, all men cheat, if you actually believe that, like, yeah, you're going to probably stay with somebody who's cheating on you because you're like, oh, well, all men cheat. I had a moment, I still am trying to like not think that, but I right now feel like all men cheat. They don't though. And there's some amazing men out there who like aren't scumbags and cheat on their amazing girlfriends. It's like you just have to love yourself enough to walk away so that like that person can find you and the right person can find you and you like just you get the love, you receive the love that you deserve. And I think that when we stay, we're feeding into like, oh, well, all men cheat because now when you stay, this dude thinks he can get away with it. He thinks he can treat you like actual garbage, a piece of meat, if you will, and he can get away with it because like you stayed with him through it. He talked his way out of it. He talked his way through it. You stayed. So now he thinks he can get away with it again. He thinks that this is okay and that it's normalized. People are like, even if your relationship works, great. I don't fucking get it. I really don't. If your relationship works after you've been cheated on, good for you. Still not going to get it. But it's still like people are going to be like, oh, well, it worked for them. Like, I'm going to stay too. And like, he cheated on me, but like, so and so like cheat on each other and like they still made it through. Like, no, this is not normal behavior. Cheating is not normal. I know it's normalized because it happens so often, but I think part of the reason it happens so often, obviously, is a huge discussion, and there's so many reasons I think men cheat, especially in this generation, like social media, whatnot. But a huge part of it is also how they can get away with it because people are staying in these relationships. Or like somebody, like my ex boyfriend has a new girlfriend. I'm like, you have to fucking hate yourself to like know about everything that he did to me, which I'm sure she knows, like like his whole family knows. And like, you must fucking hate yourself if you're going to date him anyways. It's like those are the reasons why men get away with cheating and like do it because they think they can. And then they just like get a new girlfriend like that. Like, that's not normal. It's just because women are settling and I'm so sorry. This is going to sound harsh, but it's pathetic. And like maybe sometimes it works. And I'm going to hold your hand when I say this. Maybe sometimes it works, but also I don't think so. I don't get it. If somebody cheats on you, it's like goodbye, never again. There's no excuses for it at all. You actively made a decision and you didn't even stop to think like, oh, my girlfriend. So it just doesn't make sense to me. It's insane. And not to mention, like, how do you move forward in a relationship when you've been cheated on? Like, how do you move forward without trust issues in your relationship? Even if it's something you want to do, it's like, how do you move forward and proceed in a healthy relationship once that boundary is crossed? Because after that, you're going to have every reason to have trust issues with your said boyfriend. And he's going to get upset because, like, hey, I thought we moved past this. Like, blah blah blah, or you're going to think he goes out with his buddies and you're going to freak out and not sleep at night because you think he's cheating on you again. Like, he's done it once, what's stopping him from doing it again? And I just don't see how a relationship can thrive and be happy and healthy after something so damaging happens. I know a lot of this is situational. If like, you have um if you have a kid with this person, it's probably going to be a lot harder to leave the person. And there's a lot of reasons why. And I don't want this to sound harsh because I could be a little ignorant here because I can't imagine like having a child with somebody and then they're cheating on me. But I can imagine, and I don't want anyone to take offense to this. If you do, I'm sorry, but I can't imagine a situation where I would still stay. I cannot imagine a situation where I get cheated on and I'm so dependent on this man for whatever reason it is that I stay with him. I would never. I laugh because my ex-boyfriend like never said he was sorry. He never tried to take accountability. He never anything. We just didn't even talk about it. Like he wouldn't even take my phone call when I called him to be like, "Hey, like have you been tested?" like and that's because I think he just knows better. I'm sorry, but first of all, I also think it's because he can't take accountability because he's a narcissist. But I also think that he knows better because he knows me and I would absolutely rip him to shreds. He can't call me up and be like, I'm so sorry, I miss you. Like, blah, blah, blah. Like, he knows that would never fly with me. And so that was never going to happen for him because, like, there's no reason to stay. It's definitely hard to get out of, but that is the one thing that you should feel empowered to get out of, where it's like, that's the line that I drew and you crossed it. There is nothing you can say or do that's going to fix this, even if I want there to be, because I want to move forward in this relationship. Like that boundary was crossed. How do you get past that and trust him again? How do you trust that he's not going to do it again? Like, I'm sorry, but a man shouldn't have to cheat on you to realize that like you're the love of his life. That's not how your husband should treat you. That's not how your boyfriend should treat you. Watch a fucking rom-com. I know it's a movie. I know it's cheesy, but like literally watch fucking Cinderella again. Like we need to raise our standards as women. This goes back to one of my podcast episodes. If he wanted to, he would. Or like he's just not that into you. Something like that. I don't remember what it's called. But it's like I think as a society, we allow, as much as we can say, like, oh, like, I hate men, whatever. As much as we say that, it's also because we're not holding men accountable for their actions. They think, in a way, some women have allowed men to treat us like shit. And because these women put up with it, they think they can do this to all women. And of course, other reasons why men treat women like shit, and again, not all men, but this breed that the devil handpicked for these men that are terrible to women who do things like cheat on you when you're pregnant or cheat on you, period, or whatever it might be. The people that are putting up with that are also the people feeding into allowing these men to do that because they did it once, they got away with it, you stayed with them. What's stopping them from doing it again? Because you're probably going to stay with them again, right? That's what they think. Oh my God, baby, I'm so sorry. Like, it'll never happen again. I was so drunk and I'm going through a hard time. And you're like, fuck my life. Like, sure, I'll stay. Then what's going to happen again when he gets too drunk or this and that? And like, he slips up again, but oh, baby, I'm so sorry. Like, no, he did it knowing he can get away with it again. And I think because we're not just up and leaving these men and it's like become kind of normalized that like, oh, all men cheat. Like, no, they don't. They don't. So stop settling for the ones that cheat. Like maybe that'll teach them to like stop cheating. It'll like show a consequence to their actions because that's the root of the problem is that these men don't have any fucking idea the consequences of their actions because we're not giving them consequences. I think cheating is the worst thing you can do to somebody and the fact that people stay is baffling. When I was getting tested, my OBGYN, she's like nuts deep and I'm like cracking jokes and like kind of trauma dumping about how I had just found out that I was cheated on and that's why I'm getting tested again, just to do like another like cautious test, more time after the initial one that I did. And she like kind of was like quiet at first and like didn't really know what to say. She was kind of like, "Oh, I'm sorry." And I was like, "Oh my God, it's fine. Like I'm just whatever." Like I was just cracking jokes. Because that's what I do when I'm like going through something. So I'm cracking jokes and then I don't remember what I said, but she was like, "So like safe to say like you're not with him anymore?" And I was like, "Oh, hell no." And like then I was kind of like, oh my God, I felt like sad because I was like, when I'm sure she gets a lot of people coming in to do that same thing. I learned that through my TikTok comments, which is terrible and so sad. I never imagined how many people have gone through something like that. And I'm so sorry. And I want to hug every single one of you who has experienced that because it's terrible. But I like realized, like, wow, like she must have a lot of women come in here getting tested because they've been cheated on or they think they've been cheated on or whatever it might be. And a handful of them like stay. Like the fact that she even had to ask me, like, you're not with him anymore, like safe to say, right? Because of the jokes I was cracking. I was like, duh. Like I was like almost insulted that she even had to ask because I'm like, you think I'd stay with that piece of shit? Like what? It's really easy to be in something and it's really hard to like miss things or like you have your rose colored glasses on. You have different perspectives because you're in it. You're in love with somebody. Like you don't see things until you're out of it. And I always think that you have to think of it in like somebody else's perspective. Like, what would I tell my friend to do in this situation? So, like, if you just got cheated on, what would you do if your best friend called you and was like, oh my God, like, I just got cheated on. Like, I found out, blah, blah. Like, are you going to tell her, like, oh, well, maybe he'll change? Oh, like, it could work. No. If you're a good friend, you're going to tell her, get the fuck up and leave. Like, are you kidding me? If you're a good friend, that is the advice you should be giving to your friend. You shouldn't be like taking a step back and letting her decide. You should voice your opinion and tell her that's not normal. That's not healthy. That is so wrong. That is so disrespectful. He completely put your health at risk for multiple reasons, and you need to leave that man. And now I want you to say that to yourself if you've ever been cheated on. That's the advice you should give to a friend. And I hope that that's advice you'd want to give to your friend. You need to take your own advice. You need to get out of that. That is so terrible. And the hard truth is, you are going to probably, if you get cheated on and you stay, you're probably going to lose friends. You're probably going to confide in your friends like any woman would do, and they're going to be there for you. They're going to give you their advice. And then at the end of the day, if you stay, they're going to be fed up with it. And you're probably going to lose friends eventually down the road. If you don't lose friends, they are going to lose all of their respect for you. Maybe your family. If I even tried, like, like I can't even like put that in perspective in my brain, but like if somebody like cheats on you and you're like, oh yeah, but like mom, dad, like he loves me. No, no. They're going to lose all respect for you, if not kill you, because mine would. But also, those words would never fucking come out of my mouth. And then lastly, this is the worst one, is that you're losing all respect for yourself by going back to the man that caused you that much harm and put your health at risk. You did not consent to sleeping with all of those other women. But when your boyfriend decides to go and sleep with these other women and then sleeps with you, you know what you're exposed to? So not only emotionally is that so fucked up, but he also just exposed you to a whole bunch of health risks. And he didn't even tell you about them. So you don't even think you should get tested, right? Because you have a boyfriend. Why would you get tested? So that's a whole nother conversation of like, you lose all respect for yourself if you stay with that man. And I know this sounds so harsh and like I feel so bad if anyone's listening to this and is like crying and is like, fuck my chungus life. Like I have to leave him. But it's true. Like you do have to leave him. That's so not normal. And like, oh God, I hope this is like received in the correct way, but it's pathetic. Like you were cheated on and you stayed. That's pathetic. Have some self-love, have some respect for yourself and know what you deserve. You deserve so much more than that. Like I just rambled on, but I couldn't believe the comments um, and the messages I was receiving of how many people feel like, or even like if they need closure from it. I'm like, why do you need closure? Like your closure is that he cheated on you. Like what else do you need to be told about that? Like that says everything you need to know about the person, and that's not your person. Like that's enough. You don't need more than that. And it just made me feel really sad that not a lot of women think that way. When like you guys, we all deserve so much more than that. We really do. And I hate that a lot of women aren't seeing that. Um, anyways, thank you for listening. My DMs are always open. My messages on TikTok are always open. I have a form on my website. My website is linked on my TikTok, Wine Therapy, and my Instagram, and to submit a story, but you can really use that as an anonymous tip for a topic you want me to talk about or saying hi, really anything. But if you want me to respond, not on the podcast, then definitely just like DM me. I always look at them, I always see them and respond and chat with you guys, and it's great. Um, so, anyways, thank you for listening and stay tuned. Bye.